Good evening and welcome to Pakistan Today news from our London studio. I'm Victoria Lane. We begin in Islamabad, where a joint parliamentary session has unanimously passed a resolution urging the Sindh government to carry out systemic reforms to prevent tragedies like last week's deadly Gul Plaza fire in Karachi. Lawmakers expressed deep condolences to the families of those who lost their lives and called for immediate emergency fire safety audits, improved firefighting resources, and compensation for affected businesses. PPP Senator Sherry Raymond urged strong federal support to help Karachi recover, while the session also saw debate on broader political matters, including Pakistan's role in an international board of peace. Despite opposition protests during proceedings, the session went on to pass 3 major bills before being adjourned. Turning now to Karachi, where a maritime accident has raised serious safety concerns. At least 7 people were rescued and 4 remain missing after a merchant vessel collided with a fishing boat off Menorah Beach early Friday morning. The fishing boat, Al-Shabaz, capsized in the Karachi Port Trust Channel around 2 a.m. after being struck by the ship Kang Hwan, forcing fishermen to jump into the sea. For more on this developing story, we're joined by our correspondent Clara Bennett in Karachi. Clara?
Rescue operations continued throughout the day as teams from the Pakistan Maritime Security Agency, Karachi Port Trust, and Eddy Foundation searched the area for the missing fishermen. Survivors say the collision happened suddenly, giving them little time to react before the boat overturned. Those rescued were shifted to nearby hospitals, where doctors say they are now in stable condition. Authorities are investigating the circumstances of the collision, including navigational procedures followed by the merchant vessel. Families of the missing fishermen remain at the harbor, anxiously awaiting news.
Thank you, Clara, for that update. Back to Islamabad, where lawyers Iman Mazari Hazir and her husband Hadi Ali Chatha were arrested by Islamabad police on Friday, while reportedly on their way to district courts in connection with a controversial social media posts case. Former Minister Shireen Mazari alleged that no FIR was shown at the time of arrest and claimed excessive use of force, saying the couple were taken to undisclosed locations in separate vehicles. The Islamabad High Court Bar Association has condemned the arrests as illegal and unconstitutional, calling for a lawyer's strike and an independent inquiry into police conduct. Internationally, United States President Donald Trump has withdrawn an invitation for Canada to join his proposed International Board of Peace initiative. The move reverses an earlier offer after Canadian Prime Minister Mark Carney criticized the use of economic measures by powerful nations at the World Economic Forum in Davos. Trump announced the decision on Truth Social, asserting that Canada's prosperity depends on the United States. While Canada and the White House have not commented, the Board of Peace, aimed at supporting a Gaza ceasefire and backed by a UN resolution, is still expected to include countries such as Pakistan, Turkey, Argentina, Bahrain, and Morocco, though several Western allies have opted out. President Trump has also said that a United States naval armada is heading toward the Gulf as Washington closely monitors Iran. Speaking to reporters after Davos, Trump described the deployment as a precautionary step amid ongoing tensions over Iran's nuclear ambitions, while maintaining that diplomacy remains possible. He reiterated claims that the U.S. struck Iranian uranium sites last year, allegations Tehran denies. Meanwhile, Iran's Revolutionary Guard has warned the U.S. and Israel against miscalculations, suggesting American interests could be targeted if conflict erupts. Back home, the Customs Valuation Department has announced a major reduction in assessed values on used mobile phones, particularly older iPhone models, in a move aimed at easing costs for consumers. The revised ruling covers 62 models from Apple, Samsung, Google Pixel, and OnePlus, and will apply to commercial imports from January 16, 2026. Officials say some older iPhone valuations have dropped by as much as 81%, a step the government hopes will lower import duties and reduce prices in Pakistan's used smartphone market. Finally, police have arrested a key suspect in the high-profile Rs1 billion gold fraud case linked to Lahore's Itra Bazaar. Wasim Akhtar, a jeweler and former president of the Itra Jewelers Association, was located in Islamabad and transferred to an undisclosed location. He is accused of disappearing last December with around 20 kilograms of gold entrusted to him by dozens of traders. Police say he had been changing locations frequently and is now being interrogated to recover the missing gold and determine the full scope of the alleged fraud. Investigations are ongoing. That's all for now. You're watching Pakistan Today News. I'm Victoria Lane.